Hi, my name is Edith Gonzalez. I'm an anti-trafficking case manager here at the Family Justice Center, and I've been here for over 3 years. What inspired me to work as an anti-trafficking case manager and originally just come to the Family Justice Center was my background. Growing up, I grew up in a home where there was a lot of domestic violence and abuse, and I knew that as an adult I wanted to make a change in the world and that this is where I wanted to be. I spent a lot of time as a domestic violence advocate, and then I worked my way up as an anti-trafficking case manager. Support for trafficking survivors looks very, very different on a day-to-day basis. They all have different needs. A lot of what I do is emotional support because when they first walk into our doors, they're in a very, very vulnerable place. So my day-to-day is always very different. Sometimes it's a warm hug. Sometimes it's taking people to the DMV, vital records, getting their social security cards. Sometimes I'm taking them to college campuses or to the doctors or getting a CT. It's always different. Their needs are different, and I'm just here to support them during the hardest times and in their journey. I think that trafficking survivors are often misunderstood. A lot of people think that they want to be sex workers, and while that may be the case for a select few, and while it might start that way, oftentimes they are lured in by force, fraud, or coercion, and it turns abusive very, very quickly. So even if they're lured into this field and they originally thought that it was their idea and that they had complete control, over time they start losing a grip on that control, and their traffickers gain complete control over their lives and access over every aspect of their lives. So a lot of people see these women on the street and they immediately stigmatize them and label them, when oftentimes they need help. You know, they're out there because they have to make a certain amount every night, and they endure the worst things that you can imagine. So these are just people, they're humans, and they need support just like everybody else. What makes the Sacramento Regional Family Justice Center a very special place and like no other is the fact that we all, and I know a lot of people say this, but like we actually care and we give it 100% with every single client. Yesterday I was working at my desk and my coworker was working with a client, and the client stopped and said, "You know what? I'm looking around and your staff is absolutely incredible. You guys are the best." And honestly, I was like in the middle of typing something and I just stopped and I just like took that in, because we were all running around like busting our butts to do everything for our clients. You know, we're answering calls, you know, we have our operations manager running around in circles, getting us our checks for our clients. Our housing staff was just going around in circles. Everybody's just like pulling their weight around here. And I think that's why we stand out. It's because we really, really, truly care, and we work really, really hard for our clients to help them get ahead in life. Community support is crucial and vital to help survivors of violence, because it honestly takes a village. It takes a village to help everyone, all of our victims, because they have so many needs. So sometimes while we can meet certain needs, we have other needs that we can't meet. So for instance, we like to take our clients to get the best healthcare possible, which is why we partner with Safe Haven Medical to make sure that our clients are getting that very, very thorough medical attention. They're getting therapy, they're getting tattoo removal, and that they're being treated with trauma-informed care, which is why we really do love the doctors at Safe Haven Medical. The way that they approach our clients is with the utmost respect, and we've seen really great results with them. Also, our partners such as Community Against Sexual Harm help us troubleshoot problems with our clients, and we problem solve together and work together to empower our clients. So these places are detrimental, and we honestly have to work together to see results and see the results that we need. When our clients first walk in through our doors, they have many needs. They're always different, but oftentimes if they're fleeing their abusers, their traffickers, they come in with nothing. So the first thing that we focus on is immediate needs, and that's where donations come into play. When you think about how you want to help somebody, think about what you would need if you just left your house, walked out, and never looked back. So you're gonna need food, you're gonna need water, you're gonna need clothing, transportation, shelter, and these are the most vital things that we need. And without community support, it's really hard to have all those things readily available. So we often rely on our food drives and clothing donations to get us by. We heavily rely on some of the motels that we partner with to give our clients a safe location where they could stay and that they're not going to be tracked down by their traffickers. Sometimes people give us burner phones and things like that so our clients can communicate and start reconnecting with their support systems. And these things are really important. Sir Optimus has donated hundreds, if not thousands, of hygiene kits, which have been really helpful. And we've had people within this building come in with dry foods for our food pantry. All of these things make a huge difference, and they really do help. So when people ask, like, what can I do? Start with the basics. Anything helps. Everything is used here and needs to be replenished constantly. On this big day of giving, we kindly ask you for your support and your compassion. Every single dollar helps. No matter how big or small of donation that you can give us, we truly appreciate it. Everything will go right back into our clients so that we can meet their basic needs and that we can help them along their journey of hope and healing. So thank you very much. And from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate you, and anything helps. Thank you.